Right, here we go. Recording. So, here, um, we're gonna go ahead and place a earnings trade, and I'm gonna go ahead and do it on Nike. I like that one a little bit better than the other one. A little bit more liquidity, a little bit more premium. So, I decided I was actually going to jump out to May expiration date instead of the original April one that I was looking at. I get a little bit more premium for the risk that is getting put up. So I looked at May instead here. And I went outside the expected move for May. The 1 day expected move here is about 4.25. So we got a lot of distance. We're almost $8 on each side here. So a little bit of coverage, long ways to go. Right now it's trading roughly about 212. So and to get put up would be only about $1,000. So I'm going to do this trade. Now I know a lot of you cannot. So what I would recommend doing if you want to place a trade like this is to do a synthetic one, and that would be just doing a wider iron condor than normal, maybe 10 strikes away. So as you can see right now, it's about 217 is the max profit, and I'd be putting up about $1,000. Now the synthetic one, if you go out and buy the 70 and then buy the 105s, it's going to lower your profit, not by a lot, was it $10, $20? And now you're defined at only 800 versus unlimited, and you're saving about 200 to put up. So this would be a synthetic strangle. It'll move similar to the strangle itself, but not as much. However, you could still collect a decent amount of premium with the IV contraction going on. And worst case scenario, it's such a high probability of profit, you guys could stay in it if you don't reach your target profit by tomorrow morning. You know, this is huge, 70% chance of winning on the trade and 81% to collect 50% before expiration. So this is a big profit here chance. And if it wasn't an earnings trade, it would be just a good all-around iron condor as well. So that's what you would look for on a synthetic strangle if you guys cannot place naked calls and puts on your account. You'll only put up about $800. You're going to also define your risk. You're only less about $20 on the overall profit. So this would be a good one to do to mirror a strangle. You could even try to go a little bit further out, but the open interest just isn't there, and it's not worth the extra $400 to make $15 more, in my opinion. So I would consider, if you can't do a strangle, do a $10 wide iron condor, and you'll match somewhat of the move of a regular strangle. So that's what I'm looking at. And I'm going to go ahead and try to get in for those that are going to do this as a regular strangle. We're going May 17th, a little bit further out, and I'm going to sell to open the 80 puts and sell to open the 95 calls. Right now it's right around 217, 216, so we'll see how we get filled on this. Okay, nothing at 216. Let's see if we get 215. Nothing yet. I'm going to let it sit before I drop it down some more. Joseph, if it happens to drop down, I mean, this is a pretty big range. I like visuals here, so you can see this huge range it has to go. With the IV contraction on this, hi Bubba. Yeah, you guys can play. You have 2 hours and you have a book report. The IV contraction is going to help, even if it does hit the strike. down here, like if it goes against me, this one up here will be worth a lot more than this one, and you should still get a decent profit on it. And that's what I'm shooting for, Joseph. I don't expect it to move too much, which is another reason why I went so far out, that if it does happen to move more than normal, there is a chance that I can hold it longer. It does have quite a good percent here, 71% probability and 83 to collect half, even through earnings. So that's my ultimate goal, and it's still not filling at 215. Let's go down to 214. Okay, I got filled at 214 on this strangle. Yeah, 214. So I'm gonna shoot for maybe about 25% profit, like I did with the other two this morning. I may not put the order in right away. I want to see how it opens in the morning. Maybe I get a little more than 25%, but that's where we're at. So those of you that can't place this trade, again, I recommend maybe doing a large $10 wide iron condor and try to collect just a little bit less premium here. All right. Anyone got any questions before I stop the recording? I can get the email out as well. How long are you on for every day? Okay, here, I'm going to stop the recording so it's not too rambling on here.